Hi there, at the end of last year, Amazon announced this new program called Kindle Rewards, where you would earn points for every book that you bought on the Kindle store, which could eventually be redeemed for discounts on future books. In January of this year, I made a video about this new program and how you can earn points. I even had a few complaints and some feedback for Amazon in hopes that they would improve this program throughout the year. It's been 6 months now, and we're finally seeing the first updates to this program. And I have to say, instead of improving the program, they're actually making it a lot worse. Now, there are two major changes happening to the Kindle Rewards program. Let me first talk about some of the point value changes that they're implementing when you buy a Kindle book. Now, previous to these changes, the way the points would work is you'd earn 5 points for every dollar spent on a Kindle book, or 2 points for every dollar spent on a physical book, but now that is basically being cut in half. If you want to earn points, you'll only get 3 points for every Kindle dollar you spend, and only 1 point for every dollar you spend on hardcover or physical books. Now, this really wouldn't be a big deal if they also updated the other end of the equation and made it easier to redeem these points, but they're keeping that exactly the same. It still takes 300 points to be redeemed in order to get a $3 Kindle credit. Now, if you do the math and run all the numbers, it basically comes down to this. Previous to all these changes, it took $60 spent on Kindle books to be able to redeem a credit using points, but now you have to spend $100 on Kindle books to get that same $3 credit. Here's my take on all of this. If I had to guess, I think Amazon probably realized that people are redeeming rewards too quickly, or maybe they're earning points too quickly, and they wanted to slow that down, so they made the point value a bit less. But I think this is a bad look. Another way they could have done this is by increasing the point requirement to redeem a reward. That might have been a better way of approaching this. Or my best idea is probably just adding more reward options at different point values, because right now there's only one reward option for 300 points. I really wish they would add multiple different rewards you can choose from, so you don't have to spend all your points on one specific reward. So the point devaluation was the first major change they made to this program, but now there's also a second major update that's happening. Your points will actually expire in half the time. Previously, it would take 6 months for your points to expire, but now it'll only take 3 months for those points to expire. Now, funny enough, if you go back to my previous video that I made in January, I complained that 6 months was not enough time for people to redeem their points, but now they're actually making it even worse. 3 months is definitely not enough time, in my opinion. I think having this requirement to spend your points in a certain number of time is really, really frustrating, especially for people who are more casual readers who don't buy books all the time. So again, if you do the math, it ends up being $100 you have to spend on Kindle books to have enough points to redeem for a credit, but you have to spend that $100 now within 3 months. Otherwise, your points will start expiring. You'll have to accumulate even more to make up for that. $100 within 3 months on Kindle books is definitely on the higher side for most people. Think about it, if you break it down in 3 months, that's about $33 every single month. So it could be about 2 books a month, depending on how expensive your books are. Some books are cheaper than others. But for a lot of people who read just one book here and there every month, it's really not going to be possible. Unless you're reading one book every single week, this is not a program that's designed for the normal casual reader. Especially when you compare this to before, it's such a drastic difference. Previously, you only had to spend $60 over the course of 6 months, but now you have to spend $100 over the course of 3 months. Obviously, that's a very big difference. If I had to guess what Amazon was seeing behind the scenes is that people were racking up points and had way too much time to accumulate enough to redeem for a credit. So by adding this time crunch, they're hoping that people will spend more money on books in advance, even if they aren't ready to read them quite yet. What I find even more frustrating though on top of this is that the whole process is manual. Say you do earn enough points, for example, to redeem for a credit, you actually have to go into your account and manually redeem the reward. If you don't do it and you forget and 3 months go by, your points will just expire. So you really have to be on top of this and redeem your points for credits as you earn them. Now, Amazon, if you're watching this, I have 3 suggestions for you when it comes to the Kindle Rewards program. The first one is pretty straightforward. I would love to see additional reward options become available. Having 300 points for a $3 Kindle credit is nice to have, but having a few more higher and lower options would definitely make it more incentivizing to use this program. The second suggestion I have is actually going back to what you had before of having a 6-month timetable for the points to expire. I think 3 months is just way too quick to have to redeem your points for a credit, and I think 6 months is much more realistic for people to spend enough money to earn enough points. And I do have one more suggestion, which I can't believe I'm asking for, but I think having some more regular reminders via email to let me know how many points I have or how close I am, or if I have enough points to redeem for a credit. As of right now, I'm really not receiving very consistent notifications about my point balance. I do get them here and there. Maybe I'm just not looking at it enough, but just seeing maybe a weekly progress report or something like that, maybe in the Kindle app even, just having more visibility into how I'm doing on a regular basis would definitely help make sure I stay on top of the points. Now overall, I really can't complain too much. This is a completely free program that we're getting from Amazon. I've saved a few bucks by using it, so Amazon, thank you for having it in the first place, but it is a bit of a bummer to see the program going in the wrong direction, so I really hope they turn things around. Now if you enjoyed this video, I want to suggest my other video that'll show you 10 different ways to get free Kindle books, 100% free on your Kindle. Link for that on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.